Picture this. You're sitting at night scrolling through YouTube, TikTok, or whatever app you use because you don't have a life at all. Then you come across a VTuber. Oh no! You watch this VTuber for a while, then next thing you know, she does a face reveal and oh my god, I am drooling right now. Then next thing you know, it becomes somewhat of an addiction for you to consume these VTuber face reveals cause goddamn, they're all cute girls. And when these VTubers meet other VTubers, they say, oh my god, she's so pretty, I so wanna marry her. So you form this belief where you think that all VTubers are attractive, but what if I told you they weren't? Obviously, it's an exaggeration for me to say that all VTubers are chopped. There have been so many VTuber face reveals where the VTuber in question is attractive, and I won't take that away from them. At the same time, it's not like all VTubers are 45-year-old men in their mom's basement. That VTuber would specifically be me, and also that one guy, Noraneko, I think was his name. So that begs the question, why the hell do people think that all VTubers are attractive? Tell me, do you recognize this plane? If you do, shut up. But for those of you who don't, this plane is a very famous diagram of what survivorship bias is. In a nutshell, survivorship bias in general is the tendency for people to make a judgment or a decision out of information that comes back or survives, hence the name. So the reason for this plane even being a thing goes all the way back to World War II, to this guy named Abraham Wald. He was tasked with designating which spots to reinforce, and the planes kept coming back with holes in their wings. Naturally, his co-workers told him to reinforce the wings, but Wald suggested instead to reinforce the area around the engines and the cockpit, because the planes that got hit in the wings, but the planes that got hit in the engine and the cockpit do not. So what does this have to do with VTubers then? You guys can already make the connection, but let me spell it out for you. VTubers that do face reveals are often confident or attractive enough to do that face reveal in the first place. You see VTubers doing their face reveals, and if they don't do their face reveals, the YouTube algorithm does the face revealing for them. Alongside that, there exists clips of VTubers talking about how VTuber X and Y are actually very hot in real life, and it gets clipped, shipped, and goes viral because, oh my god, my future girlfriend is actually this hot. Bro, we are chopped. We do not have a chance with these VTubers. Just pack it up already. Naturally, fans would come to the conclusion that if VTuber A, B, C, and D are attractive, that must mean that all VTubers are attractive. But in the same way that only the plane strong enough to fly back ever come back, not all VTubers are attractive. It's only the ones that are attractive that have the confidence to do a face reveal, and the ones that have an attractive face tend to have an attractive personality. Halo effect or whatever you call it. Remember, the worst crime you could ever commit on the internet is being cringe, and if you are chopped and do a face reveal under the impression that you are hot shit, then that, my friend, is cringe and you will be executed publicly for it. Also, think about it. The VTuber industry is this big. There are hundreds if not thousands of VTubers currently active, and it would be impossible for all of them to look like supermodels. Exhibit A. Nemo Kimono, who only has 427 subscribers, is chopped as fuck. If you wanna change that, diddle that subscribe button like you're Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, now let's look at this from the fan's perspective. Let's say that you're the typical VTuber fan. Straight male, you like pretty girls, you like anime, and you like watching pretty anime girls. So you watch the most popular VTubers probably on Twitch, probably HoloLive, and you like watching clips of them because you don't watch their live streams now, do you? You've seen VTuber face reveals and now you think that all VTubers are attractive objectively. So let's say that someone challenges this statement, like some zealous wannabe VTuber on the internet. Naturally, you will look for information that confirms your statement, whether you're conscious about it or not. I think you already know where I'm going with this. It's confirmation bias. You looking for information that confirms your statement while ignoring the ones that are equally valid but doesn't support your statement. Any college student will know the abject horror of finding some wretched paper from Zhang et al. That completely destroys your thesis, so you just have to pretend like you didn't see that. That is confirmation bias. You do that. It sounds like gaslighting, but I think you're just going crazy. It's not the looking for information that supports my statement part that is the problem. It's ignoring the existing ones that are equally as valid but doesn't support my belief that is the problem. Going back to VTubers, you as a fan tend to only pay attention to the ones that are attractive or the ones on top, kind of like the halo effect I mentioned some time back. It's not necessarily a malicious thing for you to do, considering that a lot of the viewership for VTubers tends to be concentrated at the top of the pile. It's not called the top of the pile for nothing. It's just a game theory, but I think that the attractive VTubers tend to be the most successful because of their already magnetic personality built from their life experiences, on top of the fact that they already have an attractive model. So the question now is, what are these hot people doing being VTubers instead of showing their face? You don't have to be attractive to be a VTuber, but also you don't have to be chopped to be a VTuber. See, every VTuber has their own reasons. Some just do it because they don't want to get stalked by some creep and swatted, but even that is not a guarantee. Others want to do it because it's a pain in the ass to put on makeup before streaming for 14 hours a day. Sounds like a skill issue to me. And others just want to LARP as anime girls, and also because they do it for the money. Why do I do it? Because I want to LARP as an anime girl and make money from it.